There's no new tech in my Amulet deck, except that I cut Radiant Fountain. I have a Sideboard Grazer, a Scape Shift. Scape Shift looked like a crappy card, but it actually played pretty well from what I've played with it so far. It's easy to get Delirium, and seems like a pretty obvious keep. One is 0-1 in the league and has been seen 20 days ago playing Hollow 1. What looks unappealing? Well, the deck. It's just the card Transmogrify. I don't particularly like it. I guess mostly that. But clearly, from results, it does seem like a deck that makes sense. Street Rave Mountain. Is that indeed a Hollow 1 deck? They milled 2 lands for my Lumra. They put Detective's Phoenix into their graveyard. Gonna put Urza's Cave into play, which is notably a cave to gain 4 life. What are you gonna play for 2 mana, my friend? 4 more? Scary. Although I guess nothing is scary until they show me a main deck Blood Moon. Lotus Field. Can I mess up? Because if I don't put the TOS into play, I put Lotus Field, get a bounce land. No, it's not. Because I'm not actually putting the Lotus Field into play. I'm just playing the Grazer to block, to prevent myself from dying next turn to some 4 more attacks. Dragon Rage's Channeler into Detective's Phoenix. What year is opponent's deck from? It seems to be from 2024. You see the new card, Fear of Missing Out. Kind of a solid option. They do remove Delirium if they escape the Phoenix. No, they found a way not to. I guess just exile 2 Raves. Makes sense. I should have blocked this and then this. Not used to Fear of Missing Out, I guess. Analyst. There's literally a Lumra in my hand. Also Escape Shift. I can go to Yemen. I'm an analyst. Elfoot Nub is actually not even me, it's my viewers. Can get to Yemen. I'm an analyst. Get on the plane. What show was that ad for? Anyone watched it? If you did, you lost. You became brainwashed by the big media company Amazon.com into getting your brain mimified by an ad and then thinking it's gonna be funny to watch it ironically. So I'm proud of you if you didn't actually do it. I refuse to be brainwashed by Amazon, so I only watch Twitch where I'm safe. Wise. Wait. Ah, never mind. Notably, I played a Lumra and I just won off of a single amulet with great ease. Oh no, I killed my Lumra. Oh no, it's gonna live, that's fine. It never actually dies. It's a 0-0 for a brief moment, but it never has time to think about that, ruminate about that, and it just dies. It just doesn't die, rather. Just stays strong. It didn't ask me which Boseiju to keep yet. I thought it was the first thing to ask, but I guess nope. Makes sense given that Spelunking modifies how permanents enter. Changing that. Test and hasty. Haste. Cave. Vesuva. Copy haste. Haste Lumra. Trample Lumra kill. Canister wins, how curious. Piątkowa noc, to wody czas, to jest wody czas. Im więcej to jesteś zamożny. Wait, no Valakut. Valakut no longer necessary. I think you would have done 60 damage there. Well, you can deal infinite, so you could. Let's cut the Sagas. Because it probably is a Blood Moon deck. Then who? I did play with a Dryad for a long while, but it just kinda... it's better to play a Spelunking main deck. Spelunking is just great. It's really good to have access to that. Pisz woda, czy jeszcze piwerko? Chlub do boju, wojownicy wody. I think it's also a Bowmaster deck. I can cast Mr. Beast. A kto nie pije, ten The deck gaining access to easy combos with one amulet pushed Spelunking a lot. Exactly. Now Spelunking is just like as good as amulet. Or rather, like, you know. Yeah, basically what you said. Burning Inquiry. Well, I lost my bounce land, but we can Sunken Citadel and then we can Amulet and Sunken Citadel next turn and transmute for a bounce land. They discarded Nethergoyf, Detective's Phoenix, and Nethergoyf. And now a DRC and a Thoughtseize. They need to mill an expensive card to be able to play the Phoenix from their graveyard, which they did mill. Also ended the reign of Mycosynth Gardens. I still like Gardens plenty because double Amulet is still pretty great. So I end up cutting down to one like most people play, and then I still go back to playing more. I think a bounce land is better. But if they Thoughtseize my Titan and I draw a Lumra, I really wish I had a Lotus Field, so maybe Lotus Field. Soon Primeval Titan will be cut. Primeval Titan is the best backup plan for the graveyard loops. Exerting. FOMO. Holy shit, Arena of Glory FOMO. That's like 5 damage, 5 haste damage. Which sounds like no big deal really. But good for them. GG, I was the analyst. Get back on the plane. How did Waste not finish? I went 4-1 actually, but it felt pretty unexciting. Pretty weak to Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Sounded like a bit of an issue. Given that Blue-White is the most unbeatable Pioneer deck nowadays. Play this card. That's an insane suggestion, Adam. You might believe it or not, we actually did play Shoulder's Edict, but only a pair of them. My list had 3 Planeswalker removals, which certainly you could play more, and you probably should play more if you want to play Waste Not. But I didn't realize that as I was building it. Yet still, very many fragile points where you wait, it's turn 3 only? Holy shit, this deck is fast. But yeah, that does sound like you probably should cut Liliana then. And that she is the problem. Need Cavern Undetected to beat Blue-White. Hostile Investigator was okay. I guess Liliana was just kind of bad, because when she sticks, she loses to the fairy, and like when she sticks, you don't unsert the fairy because you discard your removal. So yeah, just Liliana is bad. Just cut Liliana. Simple. Watery Grave. A bit scary with the double Summoner's Pact in hand. Eh. Scapeship not so good with no lands. Let's lead with maybe Explore. Like I minus 2 mana for 1 counter spell, so I guess I play Ring first and then Grazer Titan. Hoping they won't have free interaction. No, I don't have the mana for that. I don't have the mana to play free spells. Alright, I'll die to Harbinger. Next turn I have 6 mana, play a Ring. If they counter Ring, I can Grazer and Titan. I am assuming we are playing against Frog, but honestly, leagues being leagues, it could be anything. Alright, so they did Flash and Bowmasters. They didn't respond to my Explore, so probably Signals, Counterspell, and Villain's Hand. Play Swamp, which... Swamp is kind of a Harbinger of the Harbinger, in a way. Have I learned Titan lore about how Lumra became friend of Titan? Not yet. Well, learn is a strange word to use. I'm basically making it up, so... No, I have not made that up yet. I have not made up the lore about that yet. Phone of Negation. Well, they have a force and they like force my second pact, but not the first, and... Okay, they force the first. Well then, sure. Kind of you. They pitched Spell Snare. They seem to have a counter spell. Next turn. So if I play Boseiju now and next turn's Growth Chamber, I can Scapeshift first for +9 mana. I don't know if it's preferable over casting a Titan this turn and the next turn. Probably better to cast 2 Titans in a single turn. They have the swamp, so they won't be able to hold 2 counter spells unless they play another blue land. Or like counter spell plus literally anything else. Ooh, that's nice. That is a really nice draw. I'll cast Scapeshift now. Sting into stupid, okay. If they counter that, that's fine. If they wouldn't have countered that, I would have searched for Shifting Woodland and a bounce land. Actually, not even a bounce land. Shifting Woodland and a Vestige. Yeah. And then I play Titan. Yeah, 3 cards in hand still. Not having a frog as blue-black certainly dampens your ability to threaten anything in a game of Magic the Gathering. I ape shift. Counterspell the ape shift. Fine, next turn I'll play Titan. Of course, every turn is scary because they might stop the Harbinger, but they won't. They will not. I assure you, chat. They would never. Mono black waste not good. Really good. What is Harbinger? It's the Magus Merfolk. Why not Pact for Grazer after Escape Shift counter? They still have mana, they still have cards in hand. Why, like, risk losing? Seems unnecessary. Like, salty main deck. Summoning Trap and Amulet. I think I've seen it. Could Grazer the Lumra now. The Lumra doesn't really get me Saga and top 4 lands and the Boseiju back. So it's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 4, 4 at least. Next turn I play the Growth Chamber, I have 9 mana. Take 5. Have 1 card left, plus a Surveil. It's probably good to play the Lumra. But yeah, Summoning Trap sounds not so good to me. Ba ba da, ba ba da, ba ba da 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 da. O kurwa. No nie. No i chuj. Well, even against Progress and Jeskai, it's like... Just take any game you play against the blue deck and see what shit they play. They play like Sing into Stupor, Force of Negation, Consign to Memory, Subtlety. Like, those are all counters, but half of them don't counter, but do something slightly different. You hate that they printed Sting? Why do you hate it? Got me good with the flare. Like, if you waited a turn, we would just win then. But I was thinking pretty hard if they can have anything, and I was pretty sure they can't. Well, turns out they could have. Losing my favorite game. I bet Otawara is free to put in the deck. Well, it costs you free life. Doesn't sound so free. But I get you. Unfortunately, my deck against Frog bloats to a way big of a size. Flare. I was expecting them to, I don't know, not have Flare in their deck. I hope it's understandable. Falagi, so it is. Had I seen Falagi, we would have been warned, but I guess I did not. Let's play Explore so we can play turn 2, turn 3 ring. Gorias? It is not Gorias, it's just Flare. Point is flaring. I cast the Onion Ring. Oj, Force of Negation. Dobra, kurwa, spierdalaj. Frajerze. It should be not allowed to play pitch spells when you have Frog in play. Because, like, you have a card advantage spell, right? You shouldn't be able to just get so much card advantage so easily. Bounce land or field. It's not good. Vesuva and Crumbling Vestige. This is a free attack. Unless if they have Bow Masters, they punish me. Blocking the Frog makes them discard 3 cards. More, kinda. Seems pretty weak too. Return that. Break the ice with 2 islands on the battlefield. My opponent seems fairly unglued. I'll bounce the Frog. No discard. Tamiyayo. Chad, do you think I'll get flared or salad eat? Both? No, that's too much. Flared. Did I board in Cavern of Souls or did I forget? I did not forget. Good. I wonder if Scape Shift is actually okay against them. Seems actually just okay. But it's paying cost though. Hopefully it's not Harbinger of Disease. Murktide, that's okay. Watch villain top deck Cling. What would they do if the Cling? think I have to cast Titan. If I turn Woodland into Titan and attack, I get 2 Lotus Fields. Doesn't Spelunking kinda non-bow with multiple amulets? Kind of. Realistically, not in this build. It doesn't come up. I think this short explains the non-bow. Seems to me like I have to. Shorts in the chat, bro. Click it. Can I get consigns? No. Any thoughts and opinions on the Pioneer Doomsday Oracle deck? I did see it. Seemed funny. So we have 8. Copy Analyst now. Crack Analyst. Produce infinite mana in combat. Vesuva copy this, I guess, called green. Yeah, it's gonna be lethal in combat. I will surveil until Wolf Run, which is gonna take a while. Oh, it's in play, so that's not gonna take a while. So I should sacrifice it in this iteration and then return it and produce some mana, pump my Titan. Idly, just to be safe, bounce everything they control with Otawara too. But yeah, we got there. I'm kind of torn on Grazer because it's actually not too bad against their deck. Kind of want to cut Saga because of the possibility of Harbinger. Consign can punish Saga pretty hard too. On the draw, no Saga. Stupid Pongify. Bojuka Jam. It's not even Bojuka, bros. Can counter the frog on turn 2. Thank God villain didn't play Tamiya and I just Cape Shift. Has Pongify been good? Not particularly. Once or twice, perhaps. Briefly and barely. Could play a green land, but I don't think Ring is actually a good draw. Doesn't help me unclunk. White Pongify instead of Rapid Hybridization. I would rather die to an ape than to a lizard. Break the ice? No, yeah. Awkward. What's bad? The Scape Shift? Say it's the Scape Shift. How is the energy matchup with the lack of sweepers? Is the plan to just go faster than them every time? Yeah. I think your deck is faster than theirs. I think that's a solid plan against them. I have a Grazer to speed up. post-board. Like, I don't think the sweepers are particularly incredible against them either. It's the thing. Because if you think about what cards energy plays, only a few of them, like really only the Ocelot Pride and Amptraptor are weak to Pyroclasm. Ajani always threatens to flip, which ruins the Pyroclasm plans you might have. No nie wiem, coś mam skontrować to, bo już... This seems dangerous to keep in play. If I draw more dispute, this is useful to spend one. Like, it's serviceable, but like your main plan works well against them. I want to keep drawing Titans, probably. So like I played against Boros, and some of them sideboard a bunch of Werthers. Like Pyroclasm against that is okay, but not doesn't always work out. No i chuju, masz mnie. Przegrałem. Can fetch the turtle and then do nothing. Seems like a fine hand to keep. White ley line. Okay. I will not target you, I promise. Is that some kind of an Enchantress deck? Has to be. Cool. Okay. Turn 1, Leyline of Sanctity. Turn 2, Sanctifier on Vec. I get you, opponent. Sometimes you are just done with stuff.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Will they moon me? Perhaps. I guess the way to play around moon would be to copy the Windsurge Heap, but I didn't notice that play in time. That probably was better. This could very well be a main deck Blood Moon deck. Razorvesh Thicket, Glade Cover. Oh, it's a Bogle's deck. Hyena Ambra, probably playing Sheltered by the Ghost, the new aura. Also, Merazet, M Erased. Thank you very much for your tier 1 sub. When are we getting a Blue-White Pioneer challenge? It's not a case of when, but if. I think I can do this. Main deck leyline is indeed puzzling. Nothing else I can say about that.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Higher.
Well, what now? Lotus Field, Mirrorpool. Otawara. Why Otawara? If I want to save mana for the post-combat phase, I get to play the second Titan post-combat by getting Urza's Cave, Lotus Field. You there, buddy. So then the Titan can fetch what exactly? I think drawing the Echoing Deeps was kinda bad. Now I'm a little bit short. I already play land this turn, right? I played the Lotus Field. If I Lotus Field and Mirrorpool, I have 2 mana saved. What's better to do in after the combat phase? Well, I can't set up the combo. I'm trying to think of a way to set up the combo. I can't. There's no way to do that. I don't think so. Short on mana. Can set up to play Titan post combat, but then the Titan does what? Nothing. The Titan post combat cannot fetch a Lotus Field anymore. So it seems like I'll just be holding up in Otawara. And I can have a Titan untapped. But I'm pretty sure I can't progress to an infinite from this spot. So I made a second amulet, doesn't actually help. Bro, it's gonna be sad when I mirror pool and I just put another Titan into play instantly. So there's another trigger for me to think about. Sanctified on Vec though. I guess it is sort of a boggle. It is a sort of a boggle. I mean, that's the best I can do, just have a Boseiju in hand. And now they scoop. Declaration Stone. Holy shit, that would own me. That would own me very hard, so I'm glad it actually didn't happen. Let's reduce Saga because Villain will bring some nasty effects that can kill Saga, and besides that I will not sideboard. I'll just submit. No offense, but I concede. No offense. Keep. I have Spelunking, I have a cave to gain 4 life. No way I should Mulligan. I'll put Mulligans to 4. Rough times. Move to 4. No Boggle by turn 2. Unlucky. I guess I'll lose 4 life. In order to ramp harder. I play Titan. Opponent will not let me spend 10,000 minutes thinking about what to grab with my Titan right now. Which is understandable. I choose to be on the play. I have 2 amulets, turn 2 onion ring, and maybe I'll also win if I join Titan. Sounds good. Eastland. Chad, I have to say, I don't like it when opponents go Eastland. Let's make it so that my opponent's Spellsnare stops my turn to ring. Took a few solid seconds for Canister Winds to load, but no Spellsnare. Basic Island, pass, concede to a turn to ring. I'll assume I'm playing against Frog and I'll be surprised. It might be not Frog, let's not bother all the removal. It might be Yes Guy or something. Yes Guy with Tune the Narrative. Let's keep the Escape Shot for hard testing. I'm not sure about that card against blue decks. Imagine Force of Negation here. Holy shit, that would ruin me. I'm so glad they did not have it. All I can say. This is fucking Merfolk, bros. Mockingbird, this is something else entirely. Vial? How am I supposed to beat Vial? Is Mockingbird the best Merfolk ever printed? Sure. Is Fodder Hexcatcher the best answer to Explore ever printed? Or is it Risharan Dickhand? This is what, non-creature? Brutal. They have one card in hand though. It's probably Harbinger of the Seas, of course. No wiadomo, że ma kurwa to gówno, nie? Jebanego Merfola. Can't even Otawara it. Oops, I probably was meant to use my map. But I don't know on what. The only way to remove Harbinger is to bounce it, and they, well, for some reason the Vial is on 2. But if I reveal Otawara, it's gonna go up to 3. No i bądź tu kurwa mądrym. No blue mana for dispute. No i jest na 3 i co? Kurwa, zesrać się mogę. I can get the turtle too. Maybe that's the plan. Bounce the Vial. Wait, actually I should pact for turtle, bounce the Harbinger. Play Titan, right? Maybe not. Have to pay for that pact, I guess. That's a bit of a problem. Because I only have 5 mana. I will figure something out though. Maybe Urza's Cave for a bounce land. Lara, kurwa, twoja stara, no. Spierdalaj. Jaki chujowy deck. Żeby się zesrać przeciwko tym Harbingerem, jak ten Harbinger się nie dopierdoli, to z nothing. Cool. Cool deck building, bro. I don't think I need Port Karfell against Merfolk. I think I can do without map. Escape shift looks bad into all that counter magic. And Grazer and Analyst might be not too bad. But I mean, Titan against Merfolk. What are those people from? Is Mr. Beast playable in the matchup? I think Mr. Beast is playable in every matchup. But that's a so-called bias of mine. Next turn, Night Titan. With Cavern, bro. Is your stupid merfolk quick enough to stop that? Or are you going to Tide Shaper into... Oh, my forest. Okay. When I get flared? Well, he didn't choose the Cavern for some reason. Maybe I get subbed and into Harbinger and then I die. Or not. Vestige into... Maybe not even Vestige. I only... Vestige into... Yes, Vestige into Hanweir. Hasty Thanos. Attack. Get... Probably Urza's Cave Bounce Land. To thin my deck and make my graveyard bigger for... If I have to top deck Analyst for some reason. Or Lumra. Or if I will top deck Analyst or Lumra. I don't know if the play I made makes not much sense, but this puts Otawara into play. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. No pact to pay for. And I just need to, like, I probably get Harbinger. If I get Harbinger and I use Otawara, then I attack at Lotus Field Wolf Run. That is 10 damage from the Titan, they go to 4. And they probably die to the 6/6. That seems like villain just scooped. So, see, Merfolk, Schmerfolk, still extremely beatable if you manage to Titan them. It's pretty nice that if you dig through time, you can put back the cards and you know what's there at the bottom. I want to put back Grazer? Probably. I think 2 ranks seems better to fight through counter magic or whatnot. Or discard if I need action, and I'll go map, Saga map. Then I can play Analyst on turn 2 or crack map. GG's, I was the Merfolk player. I played like shit the third game, but I have a massive headache and wanted to play MTG to relax. ... Famous last words. Thank you for the match. You didn't even get too many opportunities to actually do anything game 3, so it's pretty interesting to say that you played like shit, because it's kind of quicker than that. Yet I assume that you probably wanted to target Cavern and failed. Is that what happened? Exclamation mark map. What's up with the map? I think opponent's deck doesn't really play removal. I say as a reveal Flare of Malice, but if I play Analyst now, I can plausibly win next turn if it doesn't die, so seems good for me to play it. I drew a Titan, which is very wise to do. I guess if they have Flare now, I am in a tough spot. Not like I had alternatives though. Ay ay ay. Solid move, opponent. I have become landless. I'm 1 mana short of becoming landful again. So I'll have to settle for this ring, and the Gravecrawler combo, or rather the Warren Instigator, Warren Wizard combo, it actually goes through ring. Soul Trader. Damn. So I had a turn 3 kill with the flare to spare. Solid. Grazer seems bad. Fungify Dismember seem okay. Maybe Vexing Bauble against flare. And Barrow Downs, and maybe Colossal Skyturtle, but it doesn't really stop the combo. Maybe Endurance. Sounds a bit bad, but let's reduce Sagas. A ring is also like not so good actually. You can die to their combo when ringing, so maybe you don't actually want all 4. Oh, where are my lands? My lands died to my own Lotus Field after my opponent interrupted me and I guess my Amulet on tap trigger by putting a Flare of Malice on the stack. Second Flare I just lost to out of nowhere this league. Crazy stuff. Canista. Alright, villain. Please click submit. My hand looks bad. My hand looks okay. Probably no space for either Grazer or the Bauble. Skip the Bauble maybe. Polluted Delta. Supplier into Gravecrawler. Good hit. What can I say? Ooh, Mycosynth Gardens. I wish I kept my Grazer then. I'll probably copy at sorcery speed. Why not Bauble fast to play around Vigor? I'm pretty sure my opponent's almost mono black deck will not have Force of Vigor, but coś mi tu laguje. In my understanding, the green cards in their deck are merely a splash. Are we winning because we're not hard testing? Indeed. Hard testing comes at a price. I was about to say that I would like to draw Explore or something. Nice. Still need a bit more, but Too bad they killed the Amulet. Otherwise the Explorer would have spawned a Lumra. No nie, no więcej ma tych kurwa mitków. Might Maniacs. Soulless Jailer? I don't know about this one, buddy. Doesn't it like hose your deck? Non-creature spells from graveyard or exile, so actually it doesn't. Pongify, no dobra. Not the worst. What would you do, Chad, if you were pongified in real life? You just became a monkey. Eat a banana. Honestly fair. Honestly sounds like a pretty good course of action. Some spellcrafting mistakes go on to become spells of their own. They surveilled a Soul Trader. Interestingly, will they unearth? Okay, less interesting. Probably get shot by a tranquilizer by animal control. Fair. I have to tap my Growth Chamber to play the ring, so I guess I will pongify now. So I killed a 3/3 to give them a 3/3. How ironic. Tofu is more or less a monkey. More or less. Nightmare. They can get back the Soul Trader and then a Might. And then a Soul Jailer. Soulless Jailer too. Or maybe they can even mill the 1/2 creature and kill me. Frankly, chat, this does not look like the greatest matchup between all the mites and all that stuff. And a combo that bypasses ring. Somehow they milled no Marionette Apprentice though, so maybe I'll be okay. Although villain can still sacrifice a creature to return a supplier and get 6 more looks for the apprentice. Surgical extraction. Let's go extract my Monkeyfy. And they found the apprentice, so now they go Nightmare and they replay the apprentice. Holy guacamole, what a deck. How are you supposed to beat them? Can't kill them, can't survive them. Let you no option. Can't grind because they might your ring. Exile their graveyard. Sure. That works, sort of. We got 1 chest for our trouble, chat. But we also had plenty of fun and... you know... who is going to turn down a 3-2 league? Should try the black-green build of Soul Raider.